So what's up, YouTube? So it's WrestleMania time again. This is WrestleMania 26 predictions. Very exciting WrestleMania this year. Very good matches scheduled, and I also think they're gonna have a few more matches. They have a lot of matches already announced, but I think they're gonna have a few more that's not announced yet. So I'm gonna tell you the matches that's not announced that I'm pretty sure that they're possibly gonna have, but whatever. So the first match I think they're possibly going to have is Beth Phoenix versus Michelle McCool. So in that match, I do think Beth Phoenix will defeat Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool has been pretty much ducking Beth Phoenix ever since the whole thing with Mickey James. That's pretty, and she knows that Beth Phoenix can beat her, so that's another way she's been ducking her. So that's pretty much it. What I think about that. Then, so the next match I think they're possibly going to have at WrestleMania is Eve Torres versus Melina, not Melina, Maurice. Now, I mean, Eve Torres has beaten Maurice in a few matches the last half week. She's been very dominant diva on Raw. So, I mean, I think it's her time for a title shot. So, I think they're going to give it to her finally at WrestleMania. And I think she will beat Maurice at WrestleMania for the Divas title if they do the match. Next match, I'm pretty sure they're going to have because SmackDown, how they made it seem, Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk. And I think it's going to be something where the Straight Edge Society will not be able to interfere and give Rey Mysterio a fighting chance. And I think if they do have that match, Rey Mysterio will be victorious and defeat CM Punk. So on to the matches they actually do have down on the card and scheduled. Unified Tag Team Championship match, Big Show and The Miz versus John Morrison and R-Truth. Now, I know I'm a Big Show Miz fan because they have some really awesome music, and but then you got John Morrison and R-Truth. Now, y'all know I not really down with R-Truth and his style. John Morrison, I think he's a pretty cool kid, but if it was my pick, I would want Big Show and Miz to win. But I think the WWE is going to give it to R-Truth and John Morrison. So, because they've been showing signs as a team that they're ready for the titles, and so I think they're just going to give it to them. Then, so the Money in the Bank ladder match. I got to pull it up first because I don't know who all's in it. So, the Money in the Bank ladder match, you got Kane, Evan Bourne, MVP, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Shelton Benjamin, Jack Swagger, Matt Hardy, and Drew McIntyre, who qualified on SmackDown last night. Now, this is the largest amount of people they've ever had in a Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't know if they're going to actually add another guy to make it even 10 or whatever. But I can tell you that I do think in this Money in the Bank ladder match that Christian will win. Now, Christian been in 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches besides this one, I think, and he's very experienced in ladder matches and very exciting to watch in ladder matches. So I think that it's his turn to win the Money in the Bank ladder match and finally get that title shot. I think he deserves it. And I think the WWE sees that and is going to give it to him. And I think if he does win, he's going to challenge. I'm not going to get into that. I will talk about that in a minute, and y'all see where I'm coming with that. So the next match they have down here is Bret Hart versus Mr. McMahon. Now, in my opinion, this is a very stupid match because I can see what's coming. It's going to go down one or two ways. Either they're going to give it to Bret Hart because he's been upset about the whole wrestling between Shawn Michaels and they're messing up the match and giving it to Shawn Michaels, or they're going to give it to Mr. McMahon because he's the boss. So it's really hard to pick, but I'm just going to give it straight out. If I had to pick somebody I would want to win, I would want Bret Hart to win because I feel that he does deserve to have the last laugh between him and Mr. McMahon. So here's another match I don't think is WrestleMania worthy, but it should be a good match still. Triple H versus Sheamus. both of Sheamus and Triple H both have power move style, but I think Sheamus is a little bit more powerful. So power versus power, I would give it to Sheamus. But Triple H has been known for being the cerebral assassin, and I think that gets come with knowing how to be able to reverse your opponent ready to attack back at any time. So in this match, honestly, I mean straight out, it's gonna have to be Triple H. It just doesn't seem like Sheamus could beat Triple H at WrestleMania, where Triple H has shined at WrestleMania so many times, and this is Sheamus' first WrestleMania match. So that's all on that. I mean, it doesn't even make sense for the match to be on the card, but just a card filler, I guess. I'm going to say that match for last because, I mean, that's even better than the World Heavyweight title matches. And y'all know what match I'm talking about. So the next match here is the WWE Championship in Batista versus John Cena. These two, back at WrestleMania 21, shot up at the same time, both winning at WrestleMania. The Batista won the World Heavyweight title, John Cena won the WWE Championship. And then, so, I mean, ever since then, both of their careers have skyrocketed to the top, both winning multiple World Heavyweight titles. And, I mean, but I think this match is kind of pointless in the fact that we've seen this at SummerSlam, and that's where Batista won. But you can see that John Cena's hungry and ready to go, so I do think they're going to give it to John Cena yet again, and John Cena will become the WWE champion because John Cena has a lot more I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but he's just ready for it, and I think they're going to give it to John Cena. So, in that, I'm going to say John Cena's going to win. If it was my choice, I want Batista to win, but whatever. Next match is the World Heavyweight Championship, Chris Jericho versus Edge. So, let me tell y'all that. Also in the WWE Championship match, the only reason I think that Batista would possibly win at all is where they can make it Christian versus Batista. And that's why I think another reason Christian's going to win Money in the Bank ladder match. That's something I just feel I don't have any source behind it at all. I feel like they're going to do that, but yeah, it's kind of a long stretch, but I feel like they're going to do it. So the next match, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship, is Chris Jericho versus Edge. Edge and Chris Jericho used to be tag team partners. Edge got injured. Chris Jericho replaced him with Big Show. They lose tag team titles. Chris Jericho gets in the Royal Rumble. He's winning, eliminating people left and right. And then, what do you know? Edge comes out at number 29, eliminates Chris Jericho. Ultimate payback for Edge. And so, I think they're pushing this match for Edge to win it, and I do believe Edge will win, become World Heavyweight Champion. It's not very exciting to see. It's two people. I think that's just another card fill, even that's for the World Heavyweight Championship. So the main match and the biggest match of WrestleMania 26 that everybody wanted to see. In the match I left for last to talk about, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. They went against each other at WrestleMania 25, and I watched that match, and I mean, it lasted about an hour. It was the most amazing match I've ever seen in my life. So, this year, I don't know. It's a hard call, but I do believe The Undertaker is going to win because there's the whole thing of Shawn Michaels wanting to be retired for the last 3 years. Undertaker being undefeated and Shawn Michaels really being on the line, and then so they pulling the DVD thing out. It's just too obvious. It seems like they're trying to get that Shawn Michaels, this is going to be his final match, and if it was his final match, I know they're going to put on a great match just like they did last year. So that's all for the WrestleMania predictions. So hopefully I can get a better quality camera soon. I want to do something bigger for WrestleMania this year, but kind of short on time. Well, not short on time. I could have waited a little bit longer because it's like 2 weeks before WrestleMania. But I'm going to get this out because I have something attached to this video that I want to get out too. So until next, which will be Raw Rundown, I believe. Next Raw Rundown, I will see you later. Make sure you subscribe and all that kind of good stuff. So this is Robert signing out. Peace.